Okay. I'm going to give a chance for everybody to file back in. But, yeah. And if you're watching this after I'm done with the live, like, I'll put timestamps or something in, like, the description. Just going to give everybody, like, a couple seconds to filter in. Okay, everyone's back. Hi. All right. Sorry, YouTube was fucking with me. I can now see the live chat, so let's try this one more time. Marco. And this is where people tell me Polo because you guys should know how to play that game. Thank you. I like it too. I'm very happy with it. So anyways, I just got back from getting my tux for prom, which is tomorrow. I'm super excited. And I wanted to talk about thank you, people. Okay, good. We've established we know how to play games. That's good. Anyways, I want to talk about toxic femininity. Women, let me be honest with you. Women exist in a space in which emotional manipulation is the only way to bully each other. That is true. Because it is seen that you didn't miss much. It was just me going over the fact that YouTube fucking sucks and I couldn't see chat. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Women are taught that they are supposed to be quiet and submissive and feminine. What does that mean? It means they bully the fuck out of each other by being catty. Well, thank you. I've noticed my voice being different too. It's awesome. Hi, guys. It is horrible. Women literally play psychological mind games. And if you are not tuned in to what the hell they mean, you won't even know that you've been burned. Like, you won't even know. It's ridiculous. A lot of the time, girls are pushed into this idea that, like, they have to have this Disney princess ideal wedding. The wedding has to be perfect, and everything has to be perfect, and it has to be presentative. And that's why a lot of the time, when you are in, like, if a dude is in a straight relationship with a girl, and he does something romantic or whatever, if it's not big enough, if it's not expensive enough, if she can't brag about it enough, it's not seen as good enough. A lot of the time, girls are taught, and I'm not saying this is girls' fault, just that we should recognize these things straight out the gate. I'm not saying it's men's fault for sometimes being progressive, like, not progressively, performatively, super, like, masculine and aggro. I'm saying that this happens. It's not anybody's fault. Girls, a lot of the time, like, will have this idea that they have to have this idyllic wedding, and they have to have all these things, and they're taught to be submissive and whatever, and to silently signal their emotions and things. It's very passive-aggressive and catty. And it hurts, man. It is fucked up. Because for a girl, what you can do as a girl is you can do this thing that is like using your vulnerability in order to gain social capital. Because statistically, people who are assigned female at birth are physically weaker. And they are just like that kind of thing. Yeah, no, a lot of girls, a lot of the time, yeah, they do. But it fucking sucks. Girls kind of have those things going for them. If you're a girl and you're out there and you're like, listen, I'm thinking about who I want to date, and I'm not thinking about their characteristics as a person. I'm just thinking about, like, how much money they have. That's a problem. Girls are, like, propagandized that if the dude doesn't have a big enough ring, or if he doesn't buy you enough stuff, or if he's not, like, at the top of his game career-wise, that you shouldn't date him. But at the same time, it is said that, like, girls should also be go-getters, and they should try and have their own careers. So if you think about it, if you are a girl and you're taught that you have to date up, like, and that means that you have to date somebody, like, of your social class or higher, And then you're also a badass, which, awesome. Good for you. That's fucking great. Where does that leave the dude, though? Where does that leave dudes? And I'm not saying that we want state-mandated girlfriends or anything like that. I just think it's bad that a lot of the time there's a very materialistic mindset that happens. For girls, it can kind of be a sort of weapon thing that they can throw at others. And it's more like, instead of guys being more physical with the way they bully, girls bully with words and with social power. Now, I am a trans man, which means that I didn't get any of this when I was growing up. I didn't understand what the hell was happening. This is all a retrospective. I now understand what the hell they were talking about because one of my other friends clued me in. I also feel like it's like said, yeah, no. Like, girls shouldn't like settle. You should be with somebody because you care about them, not because they're getting you things or because you think it's like pressured, you know? You know what I mean? I think you should just be dating somebody and you shouldn't care like what Stacy thinks. If your name is Stacy, it's not your fault. It's just the incel meme is that it's a Stacy, you know? If your name is Stacy, I'm sorry. Stacy's of the world, please don't hate me. But like, you know what I mean? There's a lot going on there. The other thing that I really do want to mention, what is with girls going out? Okay. This can't be just me that's noticed this. When you go out and you're a girl and you're presenting as a girl and you're with like a guy or your boyfriend or a guy friend and you like hit them playfully, the guy can't do that back. If you give, you know, your guy friend like a slap on the arm or something or anything like that, and the guy responds in equal, not going over like force, like a tap on the shoulder, it's immediately jumped on. I saw this clip once. It was literally this game show they had in Asia somewhere. I can't remember. I don't understand any languages except for like half of Spanish and then English. Like, I'm lost otherwise. But I remember this, and it was literally, can you withstand like not getting mad at somebody just screaming insults at you? And this woman who was hired by the show was screaming insults at this guy. And eventually she hits him. She's not supposed to do that. Not in her contract. Like, it's in her contract explicitly. She's not supposed to do that. This is her breaking the rules. And he hits her back. Because she hit him. And she's been giving him verbal abuse, which is the only thing that she was supposed to be doing. And then everybody gangs up on him. I feel like a lot of times, toxic femininity, which is possessing this idea that like women are supposed to be fragile and performing that fragility in terms of like physically and whatever, and you're supposed to be very polite and everything. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, that's fucked up. You shouldn't be going, oh my God, you hit me, I'm a girl. Like, no. I'm sorry, you hit the other person. I'm sorry. No, you hit me on the shoulder a little bit and I'm gonna reciprocal force. Now, I'm not saying that every time that you are out with your friend who's a girl and they tap you on the shoulder, that does not give you the authority to go full Super Saiyan and punch them in the face. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's fine. But I think it's ridiculous, that there's this idea of, oh, you have to be chivalrous and gentle and you must protect them, It's like, no. And I think that this actually really contributes to this idea we have that men and women are different. Okay. I know everyone here can relate to this because it's so fucking common. There will be dudes who will go up to women and they'll be like, oh, men, we're all terrible. Don't worry, I'm not like that. Dude, we aren't all assholes, first of all. Second of all, and I know women know that, but second of all, you are going up to them intentionally being the nice guy. Everyone can see it, but you're treating them like something different than you. because you assume that they won't treat you like a person because you aren't treating them like a person. So you're walking into this interaction, and the focus for the dude is to make sure that the girl doesn't just see them as another dude, but as a nice guy, which is this whole other thing. I feel like this is another thing that like keeps people of different genders from really interacting with each other. You know? I don't know if I'm making any sense. Guys, when they're talking to girls, if they're straight. If you're gay, this doesn't apply to you, so you're probably fine. But, you know, keep doing you. When dudes talk to girls, it looks like they're going to melt from the inside. And it's because you don't see them as a human being. It's wild. What is with that? A lot of dudes, like, what is with that? And it's because we're taught from childhood that the guy is supposed to protect the women. And yeah, no, this doesn't apply to you. You're fine. You know. But the guy is supposed to protect the women, and so there's something fragile because they need to be protected, and they're delicate and they're feminine and they need to be sought after. Like all of these things make us act to each other as if we're not even part of the same species. And I just listen. I think the biggest solution we could have to any of this is that people just need to focus on date the people you like. Be honest with how you feel, not in a manipulative way, like choose your moments for saying it, but you know. And stop trying to abuse each other. Toxic feminine relationships develop from societal standards like olden times. Yeah, exactly. Toxic femininity comes from that. But it also comes from this idea of like chivalry and everything. And there's another thing, which is that, and you know I'm going to say this. Stay with me now. Second wave feminism, which is where TERFs come from, are pretty freaking man-hating. Now, let me be clear. We are in third wave feminism, which is fucking great. But second wave feminism is like, no, women and men are different, and women are better. Like, no, that's not the point of feminism. The point of feminism is equality and equity. It is both. You should not be saying that the way that you bring yourselves up is by breaking others down. And that, I think, is the key there. It is this idea that even though we're part of the same species, we're so fundamentally different that we can never be the same. And that's why a lot of TERFs look at trans women and they go, oh my God, it's a man. Bye, have a good one. It's a man who's invading my space. You know? Because they assign this biological essentialism of character traits to your physicality. And that's fucking disgusting. So, like, what am I getting at? I'm getting at the fact that there are feminine traits that exist out there that can be employed in toxic ways in order to manipulate different social situations that are generally used by women and can be used by AFAB people, mainly. Not just women, but also mainly AFAB people, in order to get certain social circumstances achieved because they haven't been able to use the traditionally masculine ways of doing it. I argue they're worse because if you are assigned female at birth, you aren't expected to be super physically strong, you know? You aren't, like, I don't mean it, like, there are strong AFAB people. You aren't expected to be physically strong, as in, like, physically imposing, you know? You are expected to be socially imposing. You are expected to understand that. And we expect women to be much better at understanding emotions. I think that's horseshit. I'm sorry, I do. I think that there have been studies on this, but even all of those studies that have been done that show that people prefer to talk about their feelings to women, and they prefer to have women therapists and things like this, They all say that we can't tell whether or not that's a product of socialization, and it probably is. Because if we haven't found a biological, like, element of this, it's probably that. Women are put through so much emotional labor that they are told that that is the way that they can actually, like, accrue power. And so that's what they use. And then for dudes, they're pigeonholed into this idea of physical labor. And so that's how they think they can accrue power. But they're doing that, and through setting this dichotomy up that women are something that have to be protected and that they aren't like their own people and they have to be watched over, you create mindsets that come out like there's this one fucking incel dude who literally went up on one of those Jubilee panels. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he's got like a freaking yellow sweater. I just call him Bumblebee Guy. He goes up there and he's like, listen, I think that we need to protect women. You're like children, you know? We have to keep you safe. And I don't think you're equal with us. Like this is where this comes from, is because he's taken chivalry to the farthest extreme possible, which is this idea that women need your protection. They don't. But you can also call out when people are being shitty because of that. Exactly. Yeah. You guys remember? Oh, that guy, by the way, follows Nick Fuentes, full-blown Nazi. Just gonna say. So everybody knows. He's crazy. But, like, that's a problem. And I think that if anybody's out there, and the best way to kind of ameliorate this is dudes treat women like they're fucking people. Like, don't treat them like they're sleeping with somebody in front of you. That's not what I meant. I mean, treat them like they are another human being, you know? Treat them like you treat other guys. Unless you're gay, then, like, don't do that, because, like, well, do it if you want to. You know what I'm trying to say. Point being, we have this idea, and I think second wave feminism is where this really comes from. Or actually, no, second wave feminism is really a product of these old ideas we have that exist that men and women are fundamentally different. We aren't. There are different aspects of femininity and masculinity that we are advertised when we're younger, and we're taught we have to be. But it's not necessarily true. We all kind of have a mix there, you know? And it is tough to be a girl out there and to have all those dudes coming up to you and acting like you are the only person they came to talk to. Let me be honest with you. If you are a woman and you're out at like I don't know, what's the thing people do? If you're playing laser tag, okay, and you're a dude, I'm talking to the men right now. Women, we talked about you for a sec. I'm talking to dudes. So guys, if you're at laser tag and there's a girl there and you keep only joking with her and talking to her and posturing to impress her, she's gonna notice and she's gonna think you're weird. Stop. The dudes who are fucking comedians who think they go up to women and they're just like, hello, ladies, and they just talk to only the girls. This is a product of this idea that women have to be sought after and they are just too delicate to go and like talk to. Yeah, exactly. Mary, no, thank you, Mary. Thank you. Like, that's weird. The best way we can do this is if dudes who are the fedora tippers who go, hello, ladies, please, the next time you're at laser tag, joke with everybody. Be on a team that isn't with that girl maybe next round. Maybe just like, I don't know, talk to other dudes. If there's a middle-aged dude there and you're like in your 20s, you know, like not if you're a kid. If you're a kid and you're talking to like somebody who's in their middle age, like they better be like a dad of your friend. That's a bit weird. Anyways, point being, like if you're on a team with a bunch of other people, you should also be talking to all those other people, not just the girl. and acting the same. Because it's kind of important that you treat everybody the same. Let's be honest. If you ever want to date somebody, yeah, no, you gotta love that, Leon. If you want to date somebody, there is no way that you're just, smooth guy routine of going up and saying, it'd be totally crazy if we did, but maybe. Like, no. No. They get that a lot. Trust me. I pulled off being a hot girl for a while. I'm never showing those pictures, but I pulled it off. It's awkward. We know what you're doing. We don't like it. Just so everybody knows. Like, but it is important to know that, like, you should be treating others the same. So, in an effort to do this, guys, if you're out with your friends who happen to be, femoids, you should probably, if they hit you playfully on the shoulder, tap them lightly back. Maybe just because we're in the transition phases of this, maybe, go a bit lighter than they went on you, just for caution's sake, you're testing the field out on this one. And girls, if you're with your friends who are guys, like, just tell them when they're asking you to do so much emotional labor. Just tell them, dude, I cannot have you unload this on me right now. A lot of guys will do this. And listen, I've had this happen to me multiple times when I presented as a girl. Like, okay. Have any of the rest of you who were assigned female at birth experienced a dude coming up to you and just dumping all of his emotional problems on you because you were, like, pretty good friends? Has anybody else experienced that, but you, like, weren't at that level yet? Because guys just don't talk about this shit sometimes. They just don't. And they unload all of it onto a girl. And it's just like, oh, well, this is happening. It's because women are seen to be doing, like, more emotional labor because they're delicate and they're emotional. That's not healthy. Do that with your guy friends and do that with your girlfriends, Yeah, strangers do that. What the fuck is with that? It's fucking weird. Oh, yeah, thank you. My voice is actually a bit deeper. But seriously, I think this is a component of toxic femininity and toxic masculinity. We just need to treat each other like people at the end of the day. And that will probably help. If you treat each other like you're part of the same species. Because, my God, the fact that for some dudes, just talking to another member of the same species is a life-ending event for them, like, in terms of just, like, social anxiety. Why? That's not good. You laugh, but it's true. Some people really do come up to you and go, hi, stranger, do you want to hear my entire life story? Like, some dudes are so pent up emotionally that literally happens. Like, it's happened. It happens. You laugh, but it happens. I mean, so just stop being materialistic. If you are a boss bitch, like, do that. That's fucking awesome. Do it. If you're not a boss bitch, either way, live your life the way you want to live your life. And I think that's the best thing you can do. Well, it's good that you're not joking. I mean, I laugh because I think it's darkly humorous that this is the situation we're in, that we treat each other like we're, like, part of different species. But, make sure. What the hell did I just say? I have no idea. I was saying something. Y'all in chat are confusing me again. Yeah, no, it is really stupid. Does anyone know what the hell I was saying? Because I'm just lost. I'm lost. I'm sorry, guys. I need to drink something. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Guys, when you're in a situation, that's not helpful. I need you to re-rail me, please. Thank you for noticing that you derailed me. Re-rail me now. Yeah, no. Guys, basically, if you're in a situation with a girl, treat her like she's a normal fucking human being. If you're friends with a girl, treat her like you treat your guy friends. Don't, like, be weird about it. Everybody knows what I mean. But, like, you know, treat her like a human being. And if you see dudes doing that weird, cringy-ass fedora tipping stuff, please, tell him that there's this wonderful game called Minecraft that he can, safely descend a ravine in, to find a pit of lava in which he might fall if he's not careful. Just inform him that that is a thing. You know? In all seriousness, treating other people like people is probably the best way you can go. Girls, stop fucking prioritizing materialism. Stop trying to up your status. Stop pretending like you're weak when you're not. We know that you're strong. We know that you can do shit. And just, what if he knows about the lava at the bottom of the ravine? Well, then tell him to possibly dig straight down and see if that helps. Possibly. You never know. And just stop with the cattiness, the performative shit like that. It's bad. And also, this is not me endorsing women going up to dudes and unloading emotionally. That's not good. Everybody needs to talk to their friends a bit more. Guy friendships are bad because they're performatively masculine, because we're supposed to be, like, super fucking individualistic. We're supposed to be like, I love you. I mean, you fucking idiot. I love you, you fucking idiot. You know, it's like, it is, I care about you, and then there's also an insult packed in there, which means that, is it real? There's always that pretense of, it is not okay to say something sincere. Stop with that. Just say, I love you, my man. Or, that was super fucking awkward. Don't say that. Don't be that awkward, but just like, love you, dude. All right, see ya. That's fine. I'm sorry. Can we all just reminisce on the fact that that was fucking cringy? Oh my god. Love you, my man. Yeah, what's up? You said, hey, Jason, and then I just don't know. I love you too, my man. What's up? Anyways. Yeah, no. Like, we need to normalize doing that to each other. What is to take it away from this to be awkward? Yeah, no. What everyone should take away from this is that they need to become mini golf champions, because only at mini golf tournaments will you find women that you can be friends with. That's what everyone needs to take away from this. When you are at mini golf and you're bombing at mini golf, you need to talk to everybody equally. There's an old dude, you say, good hit, man. There's a cute girl, you say, nice one. And then maybe you see them at the next tournament. Maybe you go mini golfing on your own, but you treat them like everybody else. That's the important thing. Yeah, no, everyone just be cringe, actually. None of this is relevant. Everyone just, act really cringy. Can you maybe talk about why girls hugging is seen as friendly, but guys hugging is seen as gay? Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be because dudes are supposed to be super hyper individualistic, and any emotion, like, being shown from dudes is supposed to be seen as feminine, and that's discouraged. That's why. Yeah, no, normalize dudes hugging dudes. It's totally fine for dudes to, like, go up and chest bump when they win a fucking sports game. I don't know. I don't do sports. But, if I did, that's fucking normal. That's basically a hug, dude. Just because your arms aren't around each other, I'm sorry, but, like, actually chest bumping is more cringy than hugging, because you're holding your arms away from each other. Like, it's like, we're not gay. We swear. We're not hugging. We're actually just chest bumping. It's whatever. Like, what? What's with that? Just hug your dude friends. Like, it's fine. Unless they don't want to be hugged. Like, people don't like to be touched sometimes, but, like, Hugs are fine. All right, wrap it up, team. We got to figure it out. I got to end this live because I am rambling. Treat each other like normal people. Don't treat somebody differently based on their gender unless it's like a specifically gendered thing. Like, you know, if you're a girl, probably don't like start telling your guy friends about like your periods or whatever. That's probably awkward. They can't relate. It's not helpful. You know? And on dudes' ends, like, don't talk about that other stuff either. You know? So like girls can't relate to that either. Probably. And we need to finish up with Mary's dad joke. After I say, stop hyper focusing on being fucking catty. If somebody hits you in public, you have free reign to hit them back with equal force, but not to sock them in the face, no matter what their gender is. And don't be a nice guy. No fedora tipping hey ladies. Don't make me cringe. Thinking about your interaction with a girl. Anyways. Also, women, don't make us cringe thinking about your interactions with dudes. Like, that's awkward too. All right, Mary, what's the dad joke? We gotta know. Now we're just waiting. Why are elevator jokes so amazing? Mice, guys? What? Mice? They can work on so many different levels. Oh my god. New plan. Everyone go to a mini golf tournament with a prepared list of dad jokes. Tell them to everybody. Find a girlfriend. Do that. Okay, that's the best way to end the stream. Okay, bye everybody.